In this video, I'll give you 11 practical techniques to heal your body using your mind. This isn't wishful thinking, it's based on mental science. Proven techniques that align your mind with the body's natural healing ability. Today, I'm breaking down practical methods that show how your thoughts, prayers, and visualization can influence your physical reality. If you've ever wondered how some people manage to recover miraculously while others struggle, keep watching, because your mind might just be the missing piece. These practical methods are all from the book The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. You can get the book from the top of the description. But first, the truth about mental healing. Most people think of prayer as something abstract, just words floating in the air. But real prayer is about aligning your mind with a specific outcome. Your deepest desires are your prayers, and they reflect what you truly want in life. The problem: most people pray wrong. They ask for healing, but still believe in sickness. They visualize success, but dwell on failure. True mental healing follows laws, just like gravity. And once you understand how to apply them, you can transform your life. Now let's get into the practical techniques. Number 1, the passing over technique. Your subconscious mind works best in a relaxed, dreamlike state. When you're in this state, you can pass over desires to it, and it will work on them automatically. Simply focus on what you want and visualize it happening. Trust that your deeper mind holds infinite power to bring it to life. There was an example in the book of a little girl that used this method to get rid of a severe cough. She simply repeated, "It's passing away now," over and over again. After an hour, it was gone. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't argue, it executes orders. So instead of begging for healing, declare it as already happening. Your mind is a blueprint. Think of your mind as an architect designing a house. Would you use weak, broken materials? Of course not. But most people build their mental blueprint with fear, doubt, and negativity. So their life reflects that. If you constantly picture illness, you build a life of sickness. But if you design your mind with confidence, success, and abundance, your subconscious will construct that reality. Like the quote from the Bible, "By their fruits ye shall know them. What you think, you become." It means that a person's true character is revealed by their actions, just as a tree is identified by the fruit it produces. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions produce results or fruits. Number 2, the science and the art of true prayer. Prayer isn't just a ritual, it follows mental and spiritual laws. Matthew 7:7 says, "Ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened." But here's the catch: you must fully accept the outcome in your mind. If you pray for healing but believe in sickness, you block your own progress. True prayer is a state of certainty, knowing that what you desire is already yours. Number 3, the power of visualization. Now, this is one of the most challenging ones, which takes practice, but it's also one of the most powerful ways to shape your reality. See your desired outcome as vividly as if it was already real. The images you hold in your mind influence your subconscious, which works to turn them into reality. If you can't see yourself healed, you'll struggle to become healed. I'll make a whole video on this in the future because it's really important, and there's many figures you probably don't know about, for example Virat Kohli in cricket, Conor McGregor, and various other people that are known that used visualization. Joseph Murphy, that wrote the book, used to visualize a room full of inspired people before speaking. He'd see them radiating happiness, and every time, people would later tell him that his words changed their life. The key: hold the image, feel it as real, and let your subconscious do the rest. Number 4, the mental movie method. This is one I've tried, and this again is quite challenging because you've got to do it a lot to be able to see things in your mind as if you've got your eyes open and you're looking like you are now. You can get your visualization as strong as that through practice, and I personally need to work on this too. Your subconscious mind will bring to life any picture you hold with belief. And I've read things in books and I've read people's personal stories, and this can actually be really dangerous as well if you do it wrong. For example, there was a dad whose daughter had some sort of skin condition, and he kept saying he'd give an arm for his daughter to not have that problem anymore. And years on, one day he got in a car crash and lost his arm, and when he woke up in the hospital, his daughter didn't have this skin condition anymore. And you might see this as mad, but when you've heard as many stories as I have, you start to know that they're true. For example, Murphy, the guy that wrote the book, he used this method to get a permanent lecture base. He imagined himself speaking to an audience, feeling the reality of it. Days later, he was invited to direct an organisation in the Midwest. He said this method is especially effective for trying to sell a house. Picture a satisfied buyer. See the check in your hand. Feel the gratitude and trust the process. When your subconscious accepts the image, it works behind the scenes to make it reality. Actually, before writing this whole video, I was going to make a video on a lot of the stories from the book, but it had just been way too long and I can't really tell a story without reading it word for word. You can't really simplify long stories. So if you're skeptical and want to see some actual evidence of this and be able to believe it, then there's many stories in the book. So again, you can get the book from the top of the description if you want to find out more. On to the next one, number 5, the Baudoin technique, repetition in a drowsy state. French psychotherapist Charles Baudoin discovered that repeating a phrase in a sleepy state plants it deep in the subconscious. And again, I've simplified a lot of these stories, and I think there's a story with almost every technique. So for this one, there was a young widow that used this to win a legal battle. Every night she repeated, "It is finished," in divine order. On the 10th day, she felt peace. On the 11th, her lawyer called. The case had been settled. Number 6, the sleeping technique. Reprogram your mind before bed. The subconscious is most receptive just before sleep. This is when you should feed it powerful affirmations. Now again, to the people that think this is all woo-woo, you should deeply look into the people that are well-known or celebrities or successful and billionaires, and you'll start to work out a lot of them are either religious and use prayer, or they're not religious and have used affirmations, or just both, and they're probably used to have pieces of paper on the wall with affirmations, or that they're already successful or they're a millionaire, and you'll just start to see a lot of, I could name many people that have done this. So the example in the book says, if you want to break a habit, enter a relaxed, sleepy state and say, "I am completely free from this habit. Harmony and peace of mind reign supreme." Do this every morning and night and watch your subconscious erase the habit. Again, if you want to look deeper into this, after this video, just go on my channel, and my last few videos explain a lot more, and you'll find out that your subconscious mind has been programmed from birth, and it's like your deep programming, like a lot of the things you do without thinking are the things that you've been programmed to do without knowing. Number 7, the thank you technique. Gratitude unlocks miracles. Gratitude aligns the subconscious with the creative forces of the universe, attracting blessings through the law of action and reaction. A struggling mother with no job or money tried this. Every day she simply affirmed, "Thank you, Father, for my wealth," every morning and every night in a peaceful state. As feelings of thankfulness grew, they replaced thoughts of lack. 3 weeks later, she met a former employer who offered her a high-paying job and an advance. When you give thanks before receiving, you create the space for abundance to flow. Number 8, the affirmative method. Speak only what you want. Affirmations aren't just words, they must align with universal truths. When Murphy's sister was scheduled for gallstone surgery, he affirmed her healing daily. He said, "Her body is whole, every cell is in perfect harmony." 2 weeks later, her x-rays were clear. The surgery was cancelled. Your words shape your reality. Use them wisely. And again, my last few videos, I've touched on this. Number 9, the argumentative method. Reason your way to healing. So this is pretty much brainwashing yourself. And again, people have done this for success. One person that's done this, and this is a fact, is Andrew Tate. Whether you like him or not, he's just brainwashed himself into his own world, and it's worked. Dr. Phineas Parkhurst Quimby developed this technique to address physical ailments caused by false belief and negative thoughts. The method involves spiritual reasoning, where you convince both yourself and the patient that the sickness is due to distorted thinking. By reasoning through the false beliefs that have taken shape in the body as illness, the practitioner helps the patient see that the ailment is merely a manifestation of negative, morbid thought imagery. This thought pattern can be changed by shifting beliefs. The key premise is that the subconscious mind, which created the body and its organs, knows how to heal itself. By reasoning this out and emphasizing the healing power within, the practitioner argues that the disease is an externalized distortion of the mind, and by changing the belief system, healing follows. And again, a simplified story from the book. There was a woman in the book that was literally paralysed by fear. She misinterpreted the Bible and felt trapped by religious guilt. And again, I've even made a video on this, and this was from a separate book, The Power of Positive Thinking, and this was called The Hidden Cause of 77% of Illness. Quimby helped her realise that her beliefs were the true cause of her suffering. He just explained how she misunderstood the Bible and told her what it actually meant and how she can solve it, and her paralysis just vanished in that moment and she walked without crutches. Number 10, the absolute method, like modern ultrasound therapy. The absolute method of prayer is a powerful spiritual treatment that has shown remarkable results worldwide. In this practice, the person praying mentions the name of the patient and then focuses on contemplating the qualities and attributes of God, such as all bliss, boundless love, infinite intelligence, all-powerful, boundless wisdom, absolute harmony, indescribable beauty, perfection. As the practitioner reflects on these divine qualities, their consciousness is lifted into a higher spiritual dimension. They feel God's infinite love dissolving everything unlike itself in the mind and body of the patient, neutralizing any negative influences. This prayer is seen as a way of channeling the power and love of God directly to the patient, with the belief that it clears away all that is bothersome or harmful. The absolute method can be compared to modern ultrasound therapy, explained by a physician in Los Angeles. Ultrasound therapy uses high-frequency sound waves to target abnormal tissues in the body, causing the affected cells to resonate and respond to the waves. Similarly, as we elevate our consciousness by contemplating divine qualities, we generate spiritual waves of harmony, health, and peace. These waves resonate with the patient, leading to healing and transformation. Many have experienced profound healing through this technique of prayer. So again, as I've said in other videos, and as it says in the book, it doesn't matter if the subject of your faith is real or false. If you believe 100% in it's going to heal you or it's going to do something, then it will. So it's your belief that actually makes the difference. And this is why people have been healed by priests or holy water or at shrines or from touching a certain thing that's been touched by someone holy. And it's because of the belief. They 100% believe that that's going to do something, and so it does. Number 11, the decree method, the power of words. The decree method works on the principle that words spoken with faith and conviction shape reality. A young woman facing unwanted attention from a persistent man used this technique, calmly affirming daily, "I release him unto God. He is in his true place. I am free, and he is free." She spoke with confidence, trusting that infinite intelligence would resolve the situation. Within days, the man vanished from her life completely. This method demonstrates that when we decree with certainty, without force or doubt, the universe aligns to bring our words to pass. And this reminds me of another story, but again, I'm not going to tell it because it's just going to prolong this even more. But if you want to learn, then there's many stories told. You should watch the movie The Secret or read the book The Secret. Now, how to apply this to your life. So as you know now, these aren't just stories, they're blueprints to transforming your life. And in time, even I'm going to learn more about this and I'll tell you what I find out. But here's what you need to remember from this video. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your subconscious listens to everything, the positive and the negatives, and it doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. So be careful what you say, because it's always listening. What you decree and feel as true will come to pass. Now ask yourself, how are you using your mind? Are you programming it for health, success, and abundance, or feeding it fear and doubt? Or has someone else programmed your mind and you aren't even controlling it? But the choice is yours. I'll remind you, if you want to buy the book, then it's top of the description. If you learnt something new in this video, then please like and subscribe to keep learning. If you know anyone interested in this kind of content, then please share this to them. If you want to watch any of the other videos I've made on this book, then the playlist will be on screen now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. And remember, stay positive even when it seems everything is against you.